Hello my dear students, I hope you understood how Indian politics developed. In this parties and party system chapter, we discussed about that era of one party dominance, after that and all. Now we will continue and lead to collusion system and we'll end up this chapter today, so that we may start democratic resurgence chapter in continuation with this system, right? So let's understand electoral verdict when non-congressism emerged. So in that context, in which context these elections were, that was of popular discontent, people were not satisfied, and polarization of political forces. Now big change in all that. Fourth general elections in February 1967 were considered very, very important, because these were the first elections after Nehru's death. Means now real exam for the Congress. Election result as political earthquake because politics was taking U-turn from one party system to XYZ. We'll understand, right? So Congress did manage to get a majority in Lok Sabha, but lowest tallied seats ever since 1952. So obviously it's a big question mark, and Congress even lost in 7 states. And earlier what was the thing? All over the states Congress, center Congress. So all these things have been changed and Indian politics was moving towards something indifferent. So now multi-party collusion system emerged, right? So party system, I hope you understood the title of the chapter now. Various non-Congress parties came together called Samyukt Vidhayak Dal, SVD, shortly named as non-Congress. Now ideology नहीं कि हम क्या करेंगे, manifesto नहीं, but opposition of Congress became the new agenda. Ideologically totally different. That's why even it gave rise to so many new problems in Indian politics. How? Like I am giving one example here. There are other examples also in your book. Punjab, Popular United Front, that collusion was formed. And as we have discussed the link of 3 chapters, I told you how we have moved from one party system to bi-party and then multi-party collusion system. So it was emerging now. Akali parties, totally rival Akali parties, joined hands to oppose Congress, and Sant group and Master group with communist parties, जिनकी ideology बिल्कुल ही different है. Rival opponent ideology वाले लोग भी एक साथ हाथ मिला रहे हैं, because agenda is not ideology now. Political parties का agenda होता है हमारी ideology. They left that. And they said no. Now our thing is we will oppose. So there was defection. कैसे? After elections, winner candidates were changing the party. Just understand one thing. Suppose I am not in favor of communist party, right? That's why I gave vote to Akali Dal. In that context, I am telling you, I gave vote to Akali Dal because I don't want to give vote to communist party. And later on, who is the winner candidate whom I have given vote with this intention that I don't want to give vote to communist party, that candidate joined communist party and they are one now. So means my vote went against my choice, right? So that's why this defection created so many problems and बहुत सारे कैंडिडेट्स मीन्स आइडियोलॉजी खत्म हो गई. आपके क्या आइडियाज हैं, आप सेकुलर हैं, आप लेफ्टिस्ट हैं, आप राइटिस्ट हैं, ये सारे इश्यूज ही नहीं है जिनके बेसिस पर कोई पार्टी फॉर्म होती है. तो डिफेक्शन की वजह से इट वाज लाइक आया राम गया राम सिचुएशन. और विद इन एक आपके एग्जाम्पल भी आता है कि 15 दिन में एक कैंडिडेट ने 3-4 पार्टीज चेंज कर ली. मीन्स यू कांट गेट टू नो कि एक्चुअली किस पार्टी से बिलोंग करता है. इतनी अपॉर्चुनिटिस्टिक और अवसरवादी पॉलिटिक्स उस टाइम इमर्ज हुई. ओके, दैट्स व्हाई लेटर ऑन एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ वाज पास्ड. There is no value of people's vote when there is defection, right? So I hope you are understanding how Indian politics changed. Now there is split in Congress, means not just outside there was opposition, inside also there were groups. Indira versus syndicate. Who were syndicates? All those people, influential and very powerful leaders of Congress who earlier voted Indira Gandhi against Morarji Desai, now were against Indira. They were the group of powerful and influential leaders of Congress. Why they went against Indira? As I told you, why they have chosen Indira? They thought she will be dependent upon them for ideas and for everything. But she was very, bold, very bold in taking decisions without any hesitation. She was taking decision and executing. And so Indira, because of this difference, because she was not dependent upon them and they wanted that she should be dependent upon this group, so she chose her trusted group of advisors from outside, right? So there were two different views or groups within Congress. और ये obviously कोई भी चीज ज़्यादा देर तक अंदर नहीं रह सकती, right? It has opened up later on. So to face two challenges, now Indira has two challenges. Number one, syndicate. Number two, regaining of Congress influence, because we know that Congress was not now getting so much response from people. So these were the two challenges which she has to face. She faced. So launched left-oriented initiative. Let me clear you one thing. Jawaharlal Nehru and Indira Gandhi both were in favor of socialism. Okay, so they wanted that no privatization should be so much, everything should be under control, and centralization plus land reforms, redistribution of resources to create socialism, right? तो इंदिरा गांधी में भी वही चीजें थी जो जवाहरलाल नेहरू, but Jawaharlal Nehru was very liberal, were accepting differences with a smile, but she was not like that. So she got the Congress Working Committee to adopt 10-point program in May 1967, which was left-oriented. Means she wanted there should be land reform, redistribution of land, all those things which Communist Party wants. Then there were presidential elections 1969. This division was being came out and showed internal faction in open. How? There was death of President Zakir Hussain, unki death hui. Now we have a vacant president position. So syndicate nominated Indira's opponent and then Speaker of Lok Sabha K. Sanjeeva Reddy. Okay, because syndicate were very powerful. So officially Congress का candidate Sanjeeva Reddy को बनाया गया, who was totally against Indira. And if he would be the president, obviously Indira and they would have clashes. Now Indira Gandhi did not want it. So Indira Gandhi encouraged Vice President V.V. Giri to file his nomination as an independent candidate. She encouraged her कि आप बनिए president. Okay, and we will give you support. But here in this party it was decided that every member of Congress will give vote to Sanjeeva Reddy. Okay, so now Indira Gandhi, what has she done? She announced conscious voting. Conscious means whom you want. Means no official obligation to give vote to Sanjeeva Reddy. So result was victory of V.V. Giri as president. And this was the reason that Indira Gandhi was removed from party nomination. And here I have written 2 points on which she was focusing. Nationalization of 14 leading private banks, because I told you socialist policy. Okay, privatization was not being promoted. Secondly, abolition of privy purse. Actually, all in challenges of nation building we have studied that Hyderabad, Junagadh, Manipur, so many princely states were there which accepted to be in India, but they were being provided with good amount of money and all, and inherited a few powers and property they were given by the government when they accepted to be in India. So now Indira Gandhi wanted that amount of money which they are having should be utilized for nation. So what has she done? She said it should be abolished, means all those things which are of governmental and they are being privately using should be taken. So that was abolition of privy purse. Then Congress party's president expelled Prime Minister from the party because of this act, right? Now, November 1969, there was clear-cut division of Congress. Congress O organization, syndicates party, old Congress which is known as, and conservative, those who want to carry on whatsoever was there in the party, pro-rich. Indira Gandhi told this that they are pro-rich, and Congress are requisites, new, socialist and pro-poor, means in favor of poor. Okay, so all these names are collectively written here. So Indira Gandhi's government whether was in minority because now no support from Congress, but she was supported by the communist parties because of issue-based support. Issue means because policies were same. She was managing everything, but as we already know, she was very bold and she wanted to control. She wanted to have good political power. So she suggested president to dissolution of Lok Sabha because she wanted to have she wanted to face elections. So very bold move it was. So 1971 election and restoration of Congress. 5th general elections, these were in February 1971. So there was grand alliance formed by all the parties against Congress, against Indira Gandhi, and they went for Indira Hatao. They had a slogan Indira Hatao, मतलब उनका एक ही objective था कि इंदिरा को हटाया जाए. Now Indira wanted to hijack this slogan. So new Congress which was of Indira Gandhi, it had an agenda. And she used to say कि इनके पास कोई एजेंडा नहीं है सिर्फ इंदिरा हटाओ के अलावा. तो what has she done? She hijacked their Indira Hatao with Garibi Hatao. Because she was supporting land reforms, land ceiling act, कि अमीर और उनसे लो और गरीबों में equally distribute करो. So गरीबी हटाओ, right? So this idea was obviously loved by people and they were seeing hope in Indira Gandhi, so they gave votes to Indira Gandhi. She came in power with such a strong majority, and that's why there are so many cartoons in your book, and it's being revealed how she came, and later on it will lead us to the national emergency, which we'll cover in our next topic and chapter. Right? She went for so many bold moves like Bangladesh and all that you may study with the help of book, and we'll continue this, but it's the last lecture of this chapter. I hope you understood. Thank you so much. Please share my videos because so many students are facing this problem. They are not aware of the new syllabus. They are confused. So in my all the videos, I am just covering everything as per your 2020-21 syllabus. So go for this welfare. If I can help anybody and you can help me by sharing my videos. Thank you so much. Stay blessed.